Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you are safe at your homes. Today, we'll discuss about the relief features of India. Anyway, in last classes, we have discussed a brief discussion about the location of India and the geological background of India also. So now, we will discuss about the relief features in detail. So before going to discuss about the relief features, we should know that what are the relief features of India. We have discussed about the relief features, what are the relief features in India. We have already discussed, but anyway I want to remind you once again. So the main relief features in India are the Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic plains, the peninsular plateau and the deserts, islands. Like this we have relief features. So one by one we will discuss about in detail. So so as a part of that, first we will discuss about Himalayas. So Himalayas, we all know that this is the eastern side, western side, northern side and the southern side. Himalayas are located in the north side of India. So it was spread just like a arch in our India, with a distance of 2,400 kilometers. It was spread over, and of course in the western part it was approximately 500 kilometers width was there. 500 kilometers width was there, and coming to the eastern side and central regions, and in the eastern side it was approximately 200 kilometers. That means the width differs from the western side to central and eastern side. So we will discuss about the parts of the Himalayas. So why we have to discuss about the parts of the Himalayas means, in Himalayas, there were altitudinal variations were also there. Altitudinal variations means there was a difference between the heights of the peaks in Himalayas. So according to that heights, according to that altitudinal variations, Himalayas were divided into three parts. So the first part is the Greater Himalayas, also called as Himadri, and the second part is Lesser Himalayas, and the third part is Shivaliks, and this is also called as Outer Himalayas. Okay, means the Himalayas were divided into three parts. One is Greater Himalayas or Himadri, and the second one is Lesser Himalayas, and the third one is Shivaliks and also called as Outer Himalayas. First we will discuss about the Greater Himalayas. So these are the Greater Himalayas. Like this it will spread in the India. Greater Himalayas, that was the height, the altitudinal range is 6,100 meters above from the mean sea level. So Himadri's height was more when comparative with the Lesser Himalayas, and also with the Shivaliks are also called as Outer Himalayas. The Himadri was the most height, ranges was more height, and in Himadri only we will find glaciers here. So these glaciers were the sources of the perennial rivers. Means in Himadri only we find ice and snow here. Accumulation of ice and this melting and movement of these glaciers were the sources of the perennial rivers. Perennial rivers means continuously that flows throughout the year, that continuously flows. So these are the rivers, these are the glaciers. From the movement and accumulation, melting of the glaciers only rivers will flow. So that is the importance of Himadri. And to the south of the Himadri, we will get Lesser Himalayas. So if we discuss about this Lesser Himalayas, the height of Lesser Himalayas is 3,700 to 4,500 meters. So the Himadri's height is 6,100 meters, and the Lesser Himalayas height is 3,700 to 4,500 meters. And here in the Lesser Himalayas we find the ranges of Pir Panjal and Mahabharata ranges in the lesser Himalayas. If anyone asks you a question or in the examination, if they ask you the question, in which part of Himalayas we find the Pir Panjal and Mahabharata ranges, means we have to answer that lesser Himalayas. So in lesser Himalayas also we find the valleys like Kashmir Valley, Kangra Valley, and also Kulu valleys. And the famous hill stations also Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital and Ranikhet. In the lesser Himalayas only we find these hill stations. I think many of the persons will go to the hill stations in the summer season just for a cool nature, cool weather. They want to enjoy the cool nature in the summer season. So they will go to the Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital. So these places they will visit mostly. So these were the tourist places also. So this is about the lesser Himalayas. And next we have to discuss about the Shivaliks. So the southern part of the lesser Himalayas is called as Shivaliks. So these the width of Shivaliks is approximately 10 to 50 kilometers. The spread of the width of the Shivaliks is 10 to 50 kilometers, and the height of the Shivaliks is 900 to 1100 meters. If you just observe the variations in the altitudes of the Himalayas, Himadri height is 6100 meters, lesser Himalayas is 3700 to 4500, and the Shivaliks is 900 to 1100 meters. So these Shivaliks were called as different names in the different regions. That means in Jammu region it will be called as Jammu Hills, and in Arunachal Pradesh it will be called as Mishmi Hills, and in Assam it will be called as Kachak Hills. Like this, the names of the Shivaliks are the different in different regions. Okay. Now, this is about the parts of the Himalayas. We have discussed about the three parts of Himalayas, that is Himadri, lesser Himalayas, and also Shivaliks. And then